Oh, we're live.
That's a new spiky intro you got there, Robbie.
A little bit of a change, boys. We got a little bit of a change of a backdrop, a little bit of a change of intro there, and why not? Why not?
So it's a new day, boys. It's a new day. It's a new day.
It's a new day. There was 3 in New Day, so it's a new day. How are you guys?
Good, mate. I'm good.
Yeah, not
Still,
bad.
can't get the microphone to work. So to tell you.
I don't know what you're fucking doing wrong because mine works perfect. I'm going to fly to Melbourne.
You didn't buy that off Robbie, did you? You didn't.
No,
get Rob, because I reckon you might have done a little bit of snip on the end.
Yeah, no, it was just a recommendation from him. No, it's not Rob's fault. I've worked out there's something wrong with the USB driver on this laptop. So it works fine on my laptop, but my laptop doesn't really handle live streams too well. So there's all sorts of shit going on in this joint.
Yeah, we're blaming your computer. Don't blame me for recommendations. We'll say g'day to everyone in the chat, and then we'll start talking about selling stuff. Are you boys hungover today at all?
I'm a little bit scratchy. Had a wedding last night, so
so right,
not bad, but a bit rough.
Yeah, I was a bit rough this morning, but I'm all right now. Drank as many beers as I could. I was yeah. It was an okay train ride home, but you know when the train gets a little bit jerky when they stop, and you're like, oh no, hold on, come on now.
Bit sketchy. It's worse when you're on like the express and you really got to take a slash and you got to hold it and the whole thing's moving and you're like, stop.
I hate it when you're on the train and you got to piss.
That's what you just take an empty with you.
Yeah.
Everyone else has cooked it, right? They're all, scattered around on the late night train. We don't catch a lot of trains down here in the country. We come back from Melbourne, but if you got an issue like that, you just have the empty with you, and you just slip the end in and just turn to the corner and fire away. Just make sure you don't fill the can because you might get wet fingers.
I'll take a pass. I'll take a pass. I don't want to get me knob cut on the fucking aluminium, unless you got one of those wide mouth ones. But tip: take a Powerade bottle.
There you go.
Powerade bottle is the way to go. All right, Zach was in the chat first. Good evening, gents. How are you doing? Cara, what's going on? Oh, the captain is in the house. What's going on, Captain? Thrifting Oz style. What's happening, man? Big end mood. Evening, Paul. So we got Jazzy is in the other room doing listing. She doing listings?
Nah, we managed to squeeze some into Savo. She's doing the post now. So
yes, the post. Shit, yeah, didn't think of that. Get stuff ready for the post. Do that after the thing. Usually do it before the show. Mummy Monkey, how you doing? What else we got in here? This is jumping on me already. God, I hate it when this jumps. Scotty, what is going on? Hey, all. Hey, lads, on the big screen, checking the Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards. You boys love your Pokemon cards, don't you?
I actually bought a few this weekend, but they're going to go into storage for the long term. They're not short term flips.
I'll talk about Pokemon cards in a minute after we say g'day to everyone because I want to know some differences between some of them. Drew, our boy, the fourth sausage is in the house. What's going on, Drew?
It'd probably be the Pokemon man, actually. Drew, I reckon he's into it a little bit. So.
He does love his Pokemon. Nothing still beats Flippers finding a card behind the fucking wardrobe or skirting board 20 years later. Tommy, how much?
I think I got 50 for that in the end.
Yeah, that's so good.
Probably wouldn't have graded too well, I wouldn't have thought.
No, the edges were like, look, you would have got probably 6 out of it. But yeah, there's a little bit of wear on the edges, but I was considering I'd spent 15 years with my skirting board in the bathroom. I was in pretty good nick. I'll tell you what, if I'd been on that skirting board for that long, I would have been in rougher shape than the old Pokemon card.
Imagine if you had some other, a whole heap of fucking cards, not just one. You would have been.
Yeah.
What? Tommy's in the house. And Charlie, what's going on?
Carly.
All right, everyone's hiding tonight. Maybe it's because the first time I've done a live for Worldwide Reselling for a while because I've been fucking handballing it to your channels. Alrighty, Pokemon cards. Now I saw some at Kmart and Target the other day, and they're packs. There's these packs, but it said trading cards. Now are they the same thing?
Yeah,
are they the same thing, or is that a game?
No, it's all a game, really. But most people just collect it for like the holos and the rare cards and all that sort of stuff. So it's pretty hot at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if it dropped off at some point, but pretty hot at the moment.
They still look pretty damn expensive when I saw them at the shop.
We went, because we did a bit of RA on the way back today, we went to about 6 Kmarts, I reckon, and only 2 of them had stuff that was actually worth picking up. So pretty crazy.
With the Christmas time coming, remember we got to look for toys. I've been still selling lots of toys. Now just listed a whole heap of Star Wars toys and a whole heap of my Pops, and now they've been going.
Nice.
The Scream. Which one was it that I showed you? The Saw. So the Saw Pop sold for $110 or $120 with postage. That was just one of the ones that I had that I brought for $10 fucking ages ago. And one of the Star Wars figures that I put up was $25. It just sold today and only listed it yesterday. So pretty good. So packaged toys are going at the moment, which is good. True Blues in the house. What's going on, man? Ooh, CZW, Cage of Death. Yeah. Nice. CZW, I'm pretty sure that's another wrestling promotion. That's one where they fucking there's like reminds you of the old ECW days where they used to just hack into each other. It was good. I'm pretty sure it was CZW. Is that hey, Tamara? What's going on?
Flop. What up?
From Flippity Flop. Flop. H&R Books and stuff. What's going on? I have to say it every time because I just think of H&R Puff and stuff when I think of books and stuff.
You see Drew saying there it'll probably be running up for a while because 25th anniversary next year. They're talking about doing like a special set for that. If they do that, that might be something worth jumping on as resellers maybe. So just on the quiet.
Keep your eye open.
What cards are you guys still buying if you buy anything brand new, or are you just still trying to find old vintage stuff?
If you can get the Vivid Voltage set at the moment, you do all right, but it's hard to find it at a good price unless you get onto like eBay when they're doing like another pre-release or something. But unless you get lucky, like they're selling well above retails on eBay and even in the groups. So you have to do some searching for it. My strategy is sort of to put them aside for a while and wait. I'm probably going to do the same with some upcoming sets. I'm going to sit on it for quite a while and just see what happens.
I'm really disappointed.
Pretty similar strategy with the newer stuff. I'll grab a few sort of the booster boxes. I'll tuck one away. I'll tuck 2 away in the cupboard. I'll tuck one away for 12 months to 2 years and just see what the market does. I'll tuck another one away that I won't ever probably see again. I'll put it in Eli's cupboard and he can have it when he's my age, and a bit of luck. If the same thing happens in 30 years' time, he'll be sitting on a fortune. So I'm sort of thinking ahead for him, and then I'll get a box to open for a bit of fun. The Vivid Voltage at the minute, everyone's trying to get that big Pikachu, so try and land one of those, or just whatever sort of cards going, just for a bit of fun because it's fun ripping open cards. So that's my strategy with the new ones, but I buy a lot now because I was doing the basketball. You know that I'm into my AFL cards. I do a lot of footy stuff, but I'm kind of transitioning into these other ones. And I've been buying a lot of the same card on eBay as cheap as possible. There's one certain card that I've been picking up, and there's not too many around. And basically, I've bought them all out on eBay. So my plan is to get them all graded because when they are graded for a good number, they're going really well. So. And I've just been buying graded cards here in Australia. They late at night, some of the auctions, you can get them really cheap, put them back up on eBay for a buy it now and sell them within 3 days for a lot more money than what you paid for it. So I've been playing with that a bit.
You're still staying up doing these late night buys.
No, it's been good fun. I'm enjoying it.
It's interesting. Go on.
I was just going to say, what time do you stay up till? About 1?
Depends. Sometimes early morning snipes are good too. I've sniped a lot because I get up really early. So some of the early morning snipes have been quite good for me. People must be listing early or whatever they're doing and getting on. Everyone else is still in bed having a snooze, and in I come and go, bang. Thank you.
See, because he's a few hours before us, Brad, what we can do is right as he's really tired and he's bidding and he's not sure what he's bidding, we can just jump in because we'll be fresh. We're a couple of hours still fresh. We'll be like, all right, he's sleepy. He's putting shit bets in right now. His bids are crap. Let's outbid him.
I think Flip's got that market cornered at the moment, especially for that card that he's chasing. But it's an interesting market. Like, you look back at the XY evolutions, which are going mental at the moment. So they were 2016 booster sets, and they're selling for like $600-700. And obviously, when they first came out, they were around that 180 sort of price. So even if you sort of look at that set and you think ahead of time what some others might be worth, so it's an interesting market.
Hope someone finds a Pikachu VMAX. What's a VMAX?
It's like the sought after card in that set. I think it's a full art. I think it is that everyone's chasing.
That video I sent you of that dude that fell off his chair in
tears. God.
That's a card he got.
Okay.
So he's obviously, this bloke, for anyone that probably has no idea what I'm talking about, he's got a pack and the pack was bent and he's opened it up and all the cards are basically bent in half. And he's been looking for this Pikachu card. And when he goes, there better not be a Pikachu in here. He gets to the middle and he jumps off. Well, he jumps in the air, but he misses his chair. And he just starts abusing this Pikachu. Poor buddy. You got to feel for him.
If he was jumping, it would have been a tsunami because he hit the ground pretty hard. So
that was a funny video. I'd say at the start, I didn't think he was going to get a good one when he. I just thought it was one of those videos you were sending to me. Like he was pissed off because his cards were bent already. For fuck's sake, and all that. And then when he finds the big pink guy, pink Pikachu or rainbow Pikachu, Rainbow Pikachu. I was like, oh damn, is it worth that much? Is it?
He was so mad. Like if they left that running, I reckon he probably would have jumped out a window or something. He wasn't a happy man.
What I'm disappointed in is the old football cards aren't worth really any money. Like the old 90s ones, like compared to the NBA ones, like we all know NBA ones are worth fucking so much, but so disappointing that the AFL didn't get their shit together when those old school sets of cards with even the old Brownlow ones and all that. Of course. Oh, what do you think I haven't looked on the market, the old showstoppers, the ones that we sold for like a couple of $100. Like I sold that Ben Brown one for $350 or whatever it was, and now he's jumped to the Demons. Like, would that guy be kicking himself now?
No, not necessarily, because they just wanted that set. They wanted that set as soon as they could get it. So he, well, I mean, I don't personally know the guy, but generally if he's paying that for a card, he ain't selling. He's especially big old Ben Brown. He won't be selling that. People, they just want to complete those sets. And it's even, I know as a AFL collector of other things, I still keep players that have left my club just because I love having in that set. He was there. I can't see too many of them. There was a saying that Jaden Stevenson one that I sold like $600-700 for it. He left the club. So, I don't see
shit.
People still pay big money for that card. It might have devalued a little bit for now, but people will still pay big money for it.
Who pulled the best card out of all of us out of those boxes? I think it was you out of a bloody news agency pack, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Flip.
Yeah, that was out of the news agent. Yeah, that was a loose pack.
Yeah, that was a loose pack. Like, what the fuck?
$3 pack and a $600 card, so I was happy with that.
But out of all those loose packs, we probably paid a fucking fair bit instead of just getting the box.
Absolutely.
That was some good fun.
Yeah. Those new cards, the latest release for the AFL, mental.
Oh, tell everyone about that. That's just insane.
So basically what the card is, Brilliance. I think it was Brilliance, isn't it? You pay $150 for a box of these new cards that are released, and you get one card. That's all you get. Crazy. They're numbered from 1 to 50, though, so they're a very, very limited release. So if you end up landing a Dusty Martin #1 or a Dusty Martin number 4, you're sitting on an absolute money pit because they sold out. Once again, they did it in waves. So they had a release at 3 o'clock in the arvo. They had a release at 6 o'clock in the arvo, and then at 9 at night. And they sold out every time straight away.
So they're all gone?
They're all gone, yeah. It was instant. And people are going mad for these cards. So I was talking to one of my mates today, and he bought 2 boxes. So he bought 2 cards. So it's cost him $300 for 2 cards. But he listed one today, which was the Madden Brothers from Essendon. He's put that on eBay for $1,500 and got $1,000 straight away.
Whoa.
Yeah, and the other card he got was a Bonham Pally. So he's going to get another $1,000 for that. So, I mean, you think, $150 for one card is a lot of money. But unless you somehow are unlucky enough to pull Gold Coast Suns or North Melbourne, you'll still get your money back on those. Anyway.
You'd still get your money back. Why didn't we do it? Why didn't we get one?
Did you snag any flipper?
No, I didn't. I forgot all about it.
Oh.
Once again, the release came out. I forgot to buy them. I was going to buy 2. I was going to buy 2. I forgot all about it. I think it must have been a Tuesday. So I had Eli that day.
Knowing my luck, I would have got a fucking Gold Coast Sun.
I probably would have got bloody Sam Pow Pepper or some shit. Just
You'll get your money back. So that was the bonus with that one. My mate messaged me about it at 6, and he's like, he'd booked his, and he said, did you get them? I said, no, I'll get on them at 9 o'clock and I'll get mine. And then I think someone we know actually had a live stream that night. It was a Tuesday night. I can't remember, but I'm going to blame them anyway.
We would have been finished right on that, actually, football. So
they might have been to play that night. So, but yeah, no, I was thinking to myself, I missed out. But anyway, not to be.
We should have done it. Damn, that would have been good.
I couldn't believe it was $150 for one card. Because I was reading it, and it was a little bit unclear in the select thing. It was like the ratios were like 1 to 7 of the really good ones, and 6 to 7 of the good ones. And I was like, so does that mean that you get 7 cards? But no, it's you get 1 card, and you have a ratio of pulling that really good card 1 out of 7, and 6 you get the good cards that you still make your money back on. But
how did it come packaged?
I'm not actually sure. I think because these cards are not your normal card. Like they aren't. Funny, I got one on cue. They aren't your standard just cardboard card. Like they're gold plated. They're a big, thick, heavy cards. So it's not your sort of thing. And I'd say they've come in their own little probably case, almost
bomb-proof case, hopefully.
Yeah. That's pure. I haven't actually looked into that too much, so that's purely guess too. But I'm assuming it'll be something along. It'll be pretty high quality sort of setup going into that.
That's pretty crazy.
A dusty.
How much would that go for? It'd have to be. It'd be huge.
There's one listed last I looked. I'll have a look and I'll get back to you.
A dusty.
The one I looked at was sitting at. It was about $1,000, and that was on bid.
It's just I do, like Cara said, I miss it. I do miss it as well. I don't miss what the pain in the ass is though. When you do get cards, doesn't matter if it's footy cards, doesn't matter if it's your Pokemon. Not that I've brought a pack of Pokemons or your basketball or whatever, but the pain in the ass is putting them in order and then putting them in the sleeves, the ones that you want to collect. I've still got all the last series fucking sitting there in order, but I just can't be putting them in the sleeves.
So we got 5 Dusty Martins up at the minute. We got card number 39 has got 23 minutes to go with 5 bids at $1,525.
Whoa.
We got number 35 at $1,600. No, that's on bid, 27 bids. Number 3, Dustin Martin, with 20 bids, is at $1,850. Card number 6 is at $1,825 with 3 days to go. And there's another one, which is card number 38 for $1,500 with 3 days to go and 2 bids. So that's the card you want to pull. So
fuck me, mate.
That return.
Did you get anything from your ice hockey ones?
Nah, what I do, I opened it. I couldn't be shagged going through it because it was basic. I looked, the sealed boxes are sitting there listed on eBay for like $25-$30 and they're not moving. So I opened them. I had a look. I pulled out like the Gretzky cards. I'll bulk them up and try and get $15 from or something. There was a couple of players that I have a bit of memorabilia from. I'm going to actually get framed up for when I have my store, like not outside of eBay, actual store, and I'll probably get them embedded into a frame with some jerseys and stuff. So I've kept the select few players. The rest I put back in the box, put it on eBay for $20, and no one's even frigging dribbled on it. So yeah, that box is no good. But it was basically a freebie. It came with one of those jerseys. So
true. What about the wrestling cards?
The wrestling cards, I didn't go too much deeper into. I did sell one of them. I can't even remember who it was now. Where was that? What was the big fella that he's not there anymore? They kicked him out for COVID. Rusev. I had a Rusev card. I got 15. That was a holo. I got $15 for him. So that's all. And that's the only one I'll actually put up.
And you paid $100 for the fucking box.
Yeah, I've still got all the cards, all the common ones I put in a folder, and I gave them to Eli because he loves wrestling. And the other one I haven't listed yet. They're kind of, I did a little bit of research, but they're some $10 cards. It was from the WrestleMania, so like I'll get my money back. I'll make money on it, but it'll be slow.
We've got a new series of cards out now, box out. Apparently, there's some expensive ones in there, so I was considering looking at that. But then after the luck that you had on the first box,
yeah,
you didn't even get a special one.
I didn't get any signatures, I got numbered cards, I got limited cards. So I do have a card in there that's limited to 25, which it was like number 6 of 25. But I don't know what price I can get for that because there's no sold, no listed or anything. And I just want to sit on that for a little while until I see something similar. But I didn't get any signature ones, which was disappointing.
Well, boys, how's the sales been this week? And what was your best sale of the week? Best sale of the week. I'm pinning it on you. I didn't ask you guys to send me anything because I didn't even prepare for it because I was busy today. Busy being hungover and doing some editing. Doing some editing to bring some content out for you guys. But I got part 2 of mine and Frankie's garage sale trail coming out. I can put it out tomorrow, or I can put it out Tuesday, whatever everyone wants. If they want to watch it. But
I've got a couple.
Yeah.
Not like crazy money or anything, but that DAB radio that we picked up in the garage sale trail for $5, even though it was digital, we sold it for $99 like today. Or over the weekend, sorry. Yeah. And then today, one for the car nuffies out there. We sold the genuine. Hold on, it's taking 6 hours. Genuine car radio. We sold that for $173. That was one of the ones we picked up in the bulk lot. So,
car radios sell.
That's a new one. Yeah, even used ones you can get some good money for. You just have to look for usually the genuine ones are worth more. Obviously, they have to look in decent condition. I'd be pretty confident they're going to work because they're not easy to test if you don't have the right setup. Luckily, those were all new, so we knew they were going to work.
That's a good sale. That's a good sale. Adam, as an American in Australia, what is up, you monsters? Find of the week. First 2 volumes of He-Man DVD box sets in mint condition for $8. That's awesome because I've sold the first volume box set before. I can't even remember how much for, but it was nearly $100, I think. So that's a bloody good pickup. What about you, Flipper?
I'm going to run with a lot of hate gets thrown around on these, so I'm going to show you what I sold, the old Nintendo Game Watch. So that was they re-released them through eBay Games.
Nice.
So they were re-released. You had to pre-order one per person.
Yeah.
So I jumped on, bought one as soon as I got it, put it on eBay. We got everyone got $150 for it. So, that sold basically within a few hours. So that's from undercutting. But that's highly frowned upon doing that at the minute. Because
they don't like it. They don't like
it. But they're all doing it. A lot of them are doing it too. It's just the ones that missed out that aren't too happy. But anyway.
Yeah.
What's Tommy say there? Tommy says, do you have to pull apart your junkyards for old car parts there? If you have to pull apart, where do you go to remove parts on your own? I don't know about that.
We've got a couple here that are like, I don't even know what they're called, but essentially you go down there and you pay a certain amount per piece. So if you know what you're looking for and you know the model of car that does well, you can make money off it. I'm not smart enough to know any of that yet, but it's something I'd like to get into because there is big money in it. You just have to know what you're doing. So say like they might say a car radio, for example, is $30. So firstly, you got to hope that you get damaged when the car got written off or whatever. But if it's in good condition, you might sell it for 80, 100, 200, depending. So there's definitely money in it. I know people that do it full time. That like they do that purely on eBay. So it's definitely money in it. You just have to know what you're doing. And I know Tommy used to work on like BMWs and stuff, so I'm sure he would know what he's doing.
Yeah, we got a few of them here because I'm a country boy, so we have we've got about 3 or 4 good records here. So I've never actually done it to resell because I don't have the knowledge of cars to that extent. But I've done it for my own cars. Like I've done basic work on my own cars in the past, and I've gone there and pulled stuff out of shit. And yeah, it's really like there's definitely money there. It's just I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, you have to know. And like there's very like succinct differences as well. Like even in the same type of car, different models of that same like year, even it can change.
Yeah,
you have to know what you're doing. But if you know what you're doing, then you're sitting on a gold mine.
I'm going to take Frankie to that salvage yard because Frankie's bloody good with all the old computers and that type of stuff with the car parts. He's brought a back headlight for fucking $10 from the op shop before and got $150 for it. So I'm going to take Frankie. I think we're going to go out again this weekend. I think we said it was going to be it for the year, but we've both got this itch. And the last few times that me and Frankie have gone out, we have just fucking cleaned up, and I don't know if there's some type of chemistry or something when we go out together. I know it sounds. I know that doesn't sound. I know it sounds.
We're gonna need that. We're gonna need that.
It sounds weird saying that, but there's just some type of. We go out and bam, here's the navigator. I'm the driver. We fucking hit all these destinations, and we just fucking kill it. We fucking kill it every time. So I think we're gonna go out again this weekend. I said to him,
You've been on.
We have been on a roll. I said to him a half day, so I know that's going to fucking mean. I said I want to try and get home by 1 o'clock. That means we'll get home at 5. 3 days. Well, last time it was we'll do up until the garage sale day 1. I said we'll do up until 3 o'clock because I had to go out. And we got home right at 3 o'clock, and then we went out the next day again. And we said we weren't going to go out again for the rest of the year. So. My sale of the week, I told you guys at the start, was Billy. Billy sold for $120 plus postage. So that's pretty cool. Box was a little bit
vaulted in that title. That's a good one.
100%. You got to use the word vaulted. I stole that off Flipper. No denying that.
Website you can go and see what's vaulted for all the pop
collectors. There is. There's a site called Pop Price Guide where you can kind of gauge your pricing as well, and it'll tell you if they're vaulted. That is American prices though, but there is a website. I'm pretty sure it's just called Vaulted.
Oh, there you go.
There's also an app, the official fucking Pop Vinyl app, and you scan the barcode of your pop. Right, and what it is, you can make a list of the pops that you want to collect, and you scan the barcodes of the ones that you have, and you make a list of all the ones that you own, But really, it's to click on it and to see what stock there is, and on how many is basically left out there for sale in the world, and if they're vaulted and all that. So get the Pop Vinyl one. I want to show you one other sale because I've told you many times, Flipper. scarves. That sold for $40, and that
Looks
was
like it
one.
says Fred.
Yeah, actually, that's a funny joke between the Fremantle community because everyone says, "Have you got the original Fred? Have you got the original Fred knitted one?" Because these are the ones that were done for the markets and that back in the 90s, and everyone laughs and says it's the Fred one, but that's the one without the AFL logo on it, without that Dockers logo on it. I've sold 3 of those now, and $40 a piece. And the ones with the logos on them, I usually get about $60 to $70 for. Same with the beanies with the original logo on it. I get about $50 to $60 for it. And all the old 95 stuff has been going fucking sweet for me. So seriously, if you find, I know it's a little bit harder for you, Brad, with your club, but if you find Footscray Bulldogs scarf or a Footscray Bulldogs beanie, you're laughing. You know you got $50 right there. Same if you get that Adelaide Crows 1993 or 1994 or 95 scarf or beanie with the old fucking logo. You're laughing again because you're going to get like $50, $60 for it. So today's scarves, Flipper, you'll know today's scarves don't go for a fucking. You won't get more than fucking $10 or whatever.
There is some you can get a little bit of money for it, and it's not huge money. But one thing to be very careful of if you are looking at scarves and beanies and even hats in the AFL is members ones. So if it says member 2006, member 2007, you will not, more than likely not sell them. They might sell. I'm not going to say they won't sell, but you're going to sit on them for a long time and they're not going to go for much money. But yeah, vintage stuff, absolutely. I love vintage stuff.
Unless the year is an important year. So if you found a Bulldogs 2015 one,
no, we wouldn't want that because we won it in 2016. So,
16, not 15.
It does. It's modern, still no. It will sell, but it still doesn't go for a lot of money because people, they don't want the members stuff. They want the premiership memorabilia. So if they're looking for 2016 stuff, they're generally looking for the stuff that'll showcase that they won the premiership rather than pretending that they were a member at that time. People that are going to actually buy it.
The members pins go good too.
I was a member that.
But the members pins go good too. I've sold the members pins for over $50 each as well. So they're pretty good. But I've sold a Gold Coast Suns members scarf, and I only got $30 for that, but I did pick it up for $2. But that was the first year that they started. So I guess I don't even know why it was here in WA, and it was still in fucking plastic. So, but the most I could get for it was about $30. But you know, you're going to get your bandwagon Richmond fans and shit like that want to have the members scarves for the premiership years and all that. Even though no games were played in Melbourne this year, but hey, I was a member this year. Cara wants to come thrifting with me and Frankie. No, you would have taken too long at all those clothes stores, man. Like, seriously, there was nothing there for me and Frank at some of those ones, and we were like, oh my God, there's so many women's clothes. You would have been there for hours. We legit said you would have been there for hours. I wouldn't have been surprised if Cara would have offered money for the whole lot because there was so much good girl stuff, but we just can't do it. We just can't do it.
No, it's not for me.
Leanne, what's going on? And Shazad, what's happening?
How's Toby? I think he wants to go thrifting with you and Frankie too. Phone call to Loopmobile and we're set.
If we can just put Rob's comment about chemistry and the lube together, I reckon we've got a clip there.
We could all do a good fucking thrifting. I could do a good map, a good day trip when everyone comes over here. We could do a good we could do a good day. We could do a good day. And then hit the piss afterwards. Are you guys manually entering all sales into spreadsheets or elsewhere? No. Not about you boys?
No. We sort of touched on it a few times in our tax sort of thing, how we manage it. So we do more of like a weekly in, weekly out. We put the custom SKU with the amount so we know how much we spent. And then it's just a matter of working out what we're spending per week, what post and all that crap is. enter it all in a spreadsheet. I think you can track stuff to a certain degree on spreadsheets, but once you get over, I don't know, 500 items, that's a lot of time wasted. I don't really feel like you need to, as long as you know what your business is making afterwards. I don't know about you guys.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. It's a little bit of extra work there, as in for no reason.
It's only really good if you want to sort of. I think it's good when you start because you can kind of see what's selling and how well it's selling and how quickly it's selling and your return and all that sort of stuff. But once you've kind of got that down, I don't really feel like it doesn't really help you at tax time at all. You might know each item, but realistically, all the tax person wants to know is how much money you've made, how much you spent, and what your overheads are. Really, that's all they want.
Yeah, exactly. Jumped. Adam, as an American, says, "Hey, will you guys check out my signed 2007 Essendon AFL cap I have on eBay for $995.95, and see if you know one of the signatures. I got it at the op shop." You put it up, Adam, and you don't know who signed it? How many people signed it? Are you still in the chat? How many people signed it? Brad loves Essendon. He might be able to figure that one out.
Yeah, I'll be able to help you there, mate. I'll be able to work it out.
Pre-injection saga or
2007 would have been.
Yeah. So you'll be doing well if you get that for it, though, I must admit.
You'll be loving it if it's Fletcher.
You'd expect Fletch to be on there.
Be on there.
If you send me a photo, Adam, I'll have a look at it for you, mate.
Stuff the op shops. I'm getting smashed if I go to WA. Oh, the beers will be on. The beers will be on ice while.
We are going to have to organise something. Like, obviously, Judd has talked about coming to SA and that when borders come open, but once everything opens up, we're going to have to organise something pretty big, I think.
Definitely.
It's been a long time coming.
Definitely. It'll be it'll be good. It'll be bloody good. Who else we got? Hey, Michael Boris, what's happening? So how's the sales been this week? Anyway, guys, this chat is just jumping on me. 2 signatures getting heaps of views. Yeah, definitely have to check that out. G'day, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
What's going on? I like to say that, Ben. So how's the sales this week, guys?
Yeah, good for me. Been pretty flat out. I'm sort of, obviously, the more you do, the more you sell, and the more shit happens on eBay. So I think I'm sort of sitting pretty comfortably on the main sort of public store that I share on my socials. That kind of tracks about 15 sales a day. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, no complaints there.
Nice. What about you, Brad?
We've had up and down. I think we only did sort of 10 listings the last couple of days because we were away, so we scheduled them before we went on the holiday. But yeah, up and down. But in terms of money, we're pretty much on track in terms of money, but sales volume has dropped a little bit. So I don't know if it's going to be a super late Christmas or if it's just going to be steady to Christmas or what's happening. But it doesn't feel like it's had the same velocity as last year in terms of pickup. So
True.
I don't know. Maybe it's still coming. I'm not sure.
I still think that, like, we've been doing okay. Like, our media's been going okay, like it normally does. But because, that's a lot of the stuff that I sell is videos and DVDs and all that, and music. But it's really spinning me out how well toys are going at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And have you seen increase for toy sales? I know you probably don't have. I know, Flipper, you've got a few toys listed, but Brad, you've only got limited toys, yeah?
Yeah, limited. That's probably why we did a little bit of RA this weekend. Just go and try and get out real quick, put Express on it, but it's not a huge part of our business. But we do have a lot of good quality stock in terms of like newer tags and stuff, which has been picking up. But yeah, I think there's certain things that are dropping off and other things that are picking up, and it's steady in terms of like I said, money, but just the amount of sales per day is dropping a little bit. So I'm not sure.
Are you, Flipper, with the toys?
Yeah, still selling a lot of toys. I put more focus into the newer stuff into another store that I kind of keep separate. So and that's definitely picked up. But in saying that since going full time, I've put a lot more time into that store, whereas that was kind of just a casual store where I'd put a few things here and there that I just kind of wanted to keep for myself because I know a lot of people follow my store and stuff now. But I still do have a lot of that on my main store, and that's, ticking along good. I've got you sitting over there ready to pack for tomorrow. So, toys have been good, and, I love that. Love selling that sort of stuff. That's right up my alley, so...
It puts a smile on your face as well when you go to package them up because you know someone's going to get these fucking toys that they just brought that are still in the plastic, still in the packet. It makes me smile anyway when you know someone's got a good price as well, decent price because you've undercut people, and it's going to a good home and hopefully they enjoy it. Sal, new one
Oregon.
for me. Hello from Oregon, and. All right. Yeah, no, I'm loving the toys, and but for the postage for Christmas, is it still the 15th or whatever for the cutoff?
As far as I can't remember the date, but it was about 2 weeks, I think, prior to Christmas for normal, and then a week for for express, I think. So I'm probably going to change mine over about 14 days out and just see if it helps with sales. Like just offer express. Like pretty much only an express option because otherwise they're not going to get it for Christmas, right? So it's probably what I'm going to do, I reckon.
It's
way either.
It's hard, that one, because I don't know what to do either because like we've all got so much stuff on our stores. What do we do? What do we do in this situation? And how many pricks out there are gonna fucking, I didn't get this yet. Oh yeah, I'm gonna open a case and I didn't get this. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think because we've got our store sort of set up with policies now, so all I need to really do is go into the small eBay Plus, adjust them all across to a small express, and then like it'll do 800, 900 items at once, which is handy. But yeah, I think there will be a bit of that not getting around, like not arriving in time sort of thing, which is why I'm sort of thinking of going express from a couple weeks out just to make sure. I think there will be delays, especially getting into certain places. So
maybe change your handling time.
Yeah, well, I'm already down to 1. Well, yeah, so I can't really go any less.
No, the longer.
Yeah, but then I feel like people will be like, oh, well, then I'm definitely not going to get it. So
yeah.
It's a pretty shit situation. Yeah, I'm still trying to tick away. Hopefully we have a good 2 weeks before all that shit happens because I know it's just gonna be coming up all the time up on the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
Up on the bottom of your screen, and it's just gonna be fucking annoying. Messages after messages. This message, new message from Mr. Pain in the fucking ass. So when the new message from Mr. Pain in the fucking ass comes up and you see it on your screen, that's when you know you go, oh, fuck.
Last time you brought that up, I got whacked.
Yeah. True. Come on, fall down.
For the ghost to smack him with the light again.
Oh, I got a story about a ghost this weekend too.
Go on.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy. So we've been away this weekend, staying in a caravan park in a cabin, and on the lake, just having a nice family weekend away. Last night, so the nighttime routine, I read Eli's book before he goes to bed and all that. And we're sitting out on the couch in the cabin, and he looks up at the door, and he goes, "Who's that?"
Oh, no.
Who? There's no one there, mate. The little boy. So for anyone that doesn't know my son, he's only 2.
Nah.
But he goes, the little boy. I'm out. Sort of that day and the night before, he kept saying about a monster in the cabin. I don't know what he was on about. He was going on about this monster, but then he said, yeah, who's that? The little boy. And it's like, righto, that was a bit weird. And then when he went to bed, he was saying...
So did I.
He was telling his mum about it and stuff, and took him to bed and was saying good night to him. And then he's like looking out, night, little boy. Was crazy, man. Like, he's only 2 years old, he's got a good imagination, but I was like, yeah, that's kind of fucking weird.
No, I'd be selling that house tomorrow.
No, yeah. This was about 2 hours away in a caravan on the lake. But it was just creepy the way he looked at it. It was like he actually seen something. Yeah, 2-year-old. They come up with some shit, but that was weird.
Yeah. There's a bit of in that sort of field of people that hunt ghosts and that, they kind of believe that kids tend to, especially young kids, tend to
can see
pick up on that stuff a bit more. So look, I wouldn't be going back there, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be going back there either. That's fucked. I love it, but I hate it.
I would have drove home that night. I'd be gone.
Yeah, I went out there and sat there with him trying to find him, but I couldn't find him.
I have to show you a link. There's these ghost hunter guys that are in Perth that have got a YouTube channel, and I just found it because they happen to do. They got all the special machines and all that shit, but they've been going to different heritage places in Western Australia, and they went to this one in Fairbridge, and it's one where us guys and girls from when we worked at KFC back in 1997 and 98, and we used to go, it used to be an old school, but one of those schools where they didn't have parents and all that, and they used to get hit by the priests and the nuns and all that shit anyway, out there in the bush. Anyway, we used to hire the rooms and just fucking party on, absolutely get pissed there and all that. And we thought things were creepy in those cabins and all that we stayed in. And they did a fucking episode in there and they showed that there was signs of spiritual things in there. So that was freaky. I'll have to show you some of those things. But it's time for dog shit of the week. The dog is shitting on you, Bradley. The dog is shitting on you.
Yeah, cats are. So good.
Dog shit of the week. Flipper, what have you got?
So anyone that watched my garage sale video from last week would have seen I picked up some boots, like the goth boots. Now, little story. I went in there and there was 4 pairs of boots on the floor, and she wanted, I think it was $5 a pair. So I was like, yeah, sweet. So the first pair were this pair of Thomas Cook riding boots, and she wanted like $50 or something for them. And thought, just off the top of my head, that's probably no good to me. But then the next ones, there was this like, there was 2 pairs of this brand. They're called Demonia. So it's like a, punk rock metal goth sort of shoe. They got buckles all over them, all these big laces and stuff. I actually brought one along. So here we go, these things. So, get Demonia stamped there. You got all your buckles, the big laces, these big nice boots.
These shoes, man. Goths.
So, and I think Toby sold a pair, maybe the same brand or similar sort. Yeah, but anyway, so I picked up a couple of pair of them, and then there was another pair of these other. They looked like these. They were just some shitty brand, and one of them was fucked, like it was all ripped up the side. So I thought I'll leave them. Grab these other 2. So I've listed a pair over there. They come up to like the knee, and left 2 pair there. But I've got these home, and I've started to list these. The Demonia. I've grabbed one of the fucking shit ones, so I've left one of the good ones there and one of the shit ones. So I've got 2 fucking completely different boots. So, dog shit. What am I going to do with them?
Oh, shit. That's self-imposed dog shit.
I'll look back the video because we filmed it when we were there. Rob said we're not allowed to film in garage sales, but we
not allowed to film people's houses.
We did. The house was, well, no one lived there. They just had junk everywhere. So anyway, I seen I had a look and all the boots were lined up. Yeah, she's got them around the wrong way. They're very similar looking, but one's a bit bigger than the other, and one's not even the same brand as the other. So I've got these 2 fucking.
And what'd you pay?
It was like $5, so it's no biggie. But
that's all right.
I had a look at comps, and some of these go for about $170.
That's fucked.
So it's only a minor dog shit, but it was annoying.
I reckon dog shit of that would be having to lug those things around on your fucking feet for a whole day. Could you imagine? Probably full hamstring, I reckon.
They dance. They're the emo dancers. The ones that dance to the Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
You see that one on YouTube?
They're pretty good quality.
Yeah.
They're not wearing them, but
all these scuffs.
Cyber goth. Those Goffs made me. When I first saw those Goffs dancing, I was in tears. And they're the boots that they wear. Boots that they wear.
I don't know how. I wouldn't be able to lift my feet. It's quality.
But yeah, if you see that brand and you see two of the same boot, get it because they come out really good.
And if you get lucky enough and come across the same garage sale, buy them and Flipper will trade you one.
Yeah, I was tempted to go back, but they were like they literally just had junk on the floor, and it was almost as if they were going that week. So it only cost me $5. It's not the end of the world, but it would have been nice to have those actual boots there. But anyway,
so good. Bradley, what about you, mate?
No dog shit this week. Took a bit of a de-stressful weekend. So we had a wedding on last night, went down to Glenelg on Friday night. Cara came and looked after the cat for us, so fed her in that for a couple of days. But nice to get away and have a bit of relaxation. So no dog shit free.
Any beers left in your fridge after Cara?
Look, I think I lost a pair of Prados or something from out the back there, but she's good. She was sending us photos of that of the cat and looking after because it was quite hot here on Friday, so we're a bit worried. No one being home in that, but she was fine. So it was good to get away and have a few beers and have a nice relax.
Yeah, bloody oath.
Any dog shit for you?
Bow, dog shit free. You know what? If I was going to pull one dog shit out, it's my own fault. Two items I undercut myself with postage, so I had to pay $5 out of my pocket for each one, so $10 down. But they were over $50 items. One was a $100 item, one was a $50-something item. So in the end, you know what? My own fault. And shit happens. It happens. We've all done it.
Oh, it's mine on that one.
We've all done it. So I know a few people more times than once. But you live and learn. That's the only way you can learn is by making a mistake. And anyone that thinks that they're perfect straight away, you're fucking wrong. You're wrong. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. Maybe Flamingo Tits is perfect, but no one's perfect. All righty, coming up this week, boys. What is coming up this week, Flipper?
Gonna have a bit of a busy week. I think I've just lagged out there, did I? You both?
Right now.
No, good. Gonna have a busy week because I was a bit slack, but I'm going to do a pre-recorded probably Tuesday, and I'm just going to do an update on that first wholesale lot that I done the unboxing of. I thought probably it's been about 4 months, so it's probably about time to show where I'm at and a few numbers, and it's all well and good for me to open a box full of stuff, but people probably want to know whether it's sold, and I've had a few questions on it. So it'll be a very quick, very simplistic video. Basically, I'll just break down the numbers where I'm at with that one. Thursday night, got another interrogation coming. I'll be dressed as a man this time.
I'm not coming.
I'm out.
So Frank from Thrifter.me.
I'll come for Frank. I'll come for Frank.
Frankie's on.
Frankie's going to be on Thursday night.
I'm going to come on and troll him.
So I'm looking forward to that. Having another chat with Frankie. He's a good lad.
Yeah.
And going to go back-to-back live streams. We're doing Reseller Wars.
Woo.
Friday night. First one is going to kick off. So got some awesome guests. We got Flippity Flop coming in. We got Charlie. She's coming back. Christian's coming on. And two happy gamers, Craig and Bex.
Ooh.
So going to put them through their paces. I got some awesome challenges coming up. So that'll be the first one. I'm going to do one of these probably maybe one a month. So it's going to be very stretched out. Going to have a bunch of different resellers on. There's also going to be special guest referees coming on to help me out. Numbers and stirring up the contestants. So it's going to be fun.
You know, I've got my referee shirt and I've got a whistle. So I tell you what, anyone that's a threat to me when I'm thinking that they're going to get to the next round that I'm going to have to compete against, blowing that whistle.
I think the only whistle I had was when I went as a lifesaver to a party, but I'm not sure I would fit into the shorts. So I don't know.
Can you bring on, when you're a referee, a recorder? Play hot cross buns when they're eliminated.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd have that down anymore. The old hot cross buns.
Now, Flipper, is it going to be the 4 contestants that are on there? Is it going to be like on the live stream? Are you going to fucking knock one out at a time, or all 4 of them are going to be to the end and there's a total score? It's not like it's a knockout.
Yeah, so there'll be a total score, and the winner of that particular episode will go through to a grand final. There'll be another 3 episodes after that with another 4 resellers or reselling couples, and we'll end up with 4 winners from each episode. And then next year we'll have a grand final episode. Those 4 will go head-to-head, and then we'll crown a champion, and they'll get a little prize, little trophy, and it's just going to be a bit of fun. Something different to change it all up, bit of a game show, and all reselling related challenges. Not just
looking forward to my trophy.
challenges.
It's going to be a good trophy when I get that one.
Can someone do that as well? Because when Rob loses, I just want to play that.
I'm not losing. I'm telling you now, the championship belt.
I remember you saying something about winning the $5 challenge as well, but
don't worry about it. I gave up. I didn't even give up. I just stopped. I just stopped because I was like,
Eddie, I don't remember.
These full-time resellers were cheating and they had the better odds. So I was like,
right.
No, because you wouldn't let me and Drew combine our thing. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, plug this. I'm going to put this on the screen and you go for your live Flipper and plug this because you always forget to plug it. So I've got something made for you. So microphone should still be on and go for it.
There it is, a podcast. I forgot about that one. We got the podcast as well. It's popping out weekly. So it's on Spotify, it's on iTunes and SoundCloud. So it looks like Robbie's been listening to Kiss down there too, which is a good band. Check them out.
Yep.
But so far, it's all the reseller interrogation that has been on my YouTube channel. But if you do want to listen to it, you can check it out on there. And there's also going to be some podcast-only stuff coming up soon. I've had a few people hound me on it. So we're going to get some podcast-only stuff on there. So give us if you're on iTunes and you can give us a 5-star rating, that'd be awesome because it'll bump us up the algorithms. And do a little review if you can because I'd really appreciate it because then it gets out to people because now I actually have to pay a subscription to actually upload these, and that's not an issue. I don't mind doing that. But if nobody's actually listening to it, there's no point in me doing that. And I know there's a couple of people that have reached out and said they're loving it because they don't get time to watch the live stream, so they can listen back in their car or whatever they want to do. So, yeah, the podcast's been good. It's been something a bit different.
Did you like your own little personal overlay there, mate?
That was beautiful. Wow.
Beautiful. Lucky I wasn't listening to Spice Girls that day because I didn't even realize that what I was listening to last was down the bottom there. No. But yeah, always listen to Kiss. What about yourself, Bradley? I'm sorry, I don't have a little overlay for you, mate.
Overlay, mate. He's freaking slipping.
Sorry, man. Like it's just.
I quit. No,
don't quit. I got that for you. That's the only one that I've.
That one can. I think Tuesday night we're gonna have the normal. There we go. The normal Tuesday night chat. I think we've got like a little list of things we want to talk about, but I think I'm gonna skip what I was going to talk about and probably talk about how to like organize for like a holiday because we've just taken one. Well, a 2-day holiday if you want to call it a holiday, but how to sort of prep for that and how to like change your store around if you're going for a longer holiday and things you can do to keep your sales coming for that. So I actually only thought of that before the live. So I'll have to put a little bit of that together.
Nice.
I've got a lot to do this week actually because I actually filmed the wedding for my friends. So just off the cuff and filmed it for them. So I'm going to do a bit of an edit for them.
Nice.
Hopefully it goes well. I'm obviously not Drew or anybody like that's got good editing skills, but I'll scramble it together. And then Friday we'll probably have a What's Sold coming out because it's getting to the end of the month again. So, yeah. What about you, Robbie? Anything coming up?
I've got day 2 of the garage sale trail, so I can either drop that tomorrow or Tuesday, maybe tomorrow. Drop it tomorrow with me and Frankie. See what we got on our second day of the garage sale trail. It's a pretty good one. And then Thursday, Australia Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. Western Australia time. I am on Prime Time, Mr. Prime Time's channel, Prime Time Treasure Hunt. Dom.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about comic books and toys and all that type of stuff. So Dom's invited me on. So
I heard a little story that he's asked you to be somewhat PG on that show. I'm not sure that's a thing that you can do. Is it, Robbie?
He has asked me to be PG. So
You're gonna be in that chat winding you up.
he has asked me to be PG. So hopefully there's no comments that make me swear. Because I don't know what swear words are allowed. So I've got to ask him if I'm allowed to say shit or dick or dickhead, if I'm allowed to say dickhead or not. Like,
I think that's probably off the agenda.
Dickhead's no good. Numpty.
You might get away with that one, maybe.
Numpty.
Don't call him that, and then you'll be probably
no.
He might be one of these.
He's a good bloke, Dom. That'd be an awesome.
Yeah, Dom's a champ. He's been messaging me for about 6 weeks about this now, so coming up. So it's finally got time to do it, and I'm going to have a sickie again. Hey, why not? So yeah, that should be good, but it's going to be hard to keep the swear words to a minimum. But then, yeah, all your guys' shows and lives that we got going on, and then the only video I'm going to put out this week is the one tomorrow. I'll put it out tomorrow morning when I'm on the train, I suppose, and of what me and Frankie got on day 2, which was pretty cool. And I've been working on some good stuff for the new year. A lot of different stuff for the channel for the new year. Been working on some stuff, so which is pretty good. But anyway, we're to the hour, guys. So everyone can give us a thumbs up. That would be fucking awesome. And make sure you head over Tuesday night, Bradley's channel, Thursday night to Flipper's channel, Thursday day to Dom's channel, and Friday night to Flipper's channel again. I was just trying to fucking put them all in sync, and I've got them kind of wrong, but kind of got it right. And check out my video tomorrow. Oh, and do you have a video dropping Friday as well, Brad? Yeah.
By the by.
So that'll be good. So there's your podcast there as well. So don't forget the podcast because it is pretty good. It is pretty good. So it's good when you're listening on the train. So because I have missed the episode 2 when you did it live because I was still at work, but then last week I got to listen to it on the podcast, so, which was pretty good.
If you're listening to next week's episode, you don't actually have to see me dressed as a woman. So
why would you think that?
Why would you better off listening?
Has that got the most views yet, or what? Because
I don't know. I think the first one sort of that went nuts with Maddie. The first one took off, but yeah, I don't really know. I don't know the actual podcast stats. I haven't looked into that. I don't even know how to be honest. But yeah, probably lost a few subs out of that, I think.
All right, guys, we're gonna. Oh, your legs were sexy as well. One leg was fucking just rank, but the other leg looked all right. So I don't know what was going on. I didn't
run a razor over at least for a judder. Come on, mate. Next time.
It might have been that doggy's tattoo. That might have been the good one, was it?
Martin might have been the other one.
All right, and I was almost going to put myself in a hole then, but I'm not going to do it. I was going to say if I don't win your competition, if I don't win the grand final, fucking I'll let Kelly fucking beauty therapy fucking wax me underarm.
Oh, you said it now. You've said it.
No, game on.
But you got to put something else on the table. Like I can't not put something on the table if Bradley doesn't put something on the table.
I don't exclaim that I'm going to win everything, Rob. That's the difference.
I always say I'm going to win. I've been saying the Dockers are going to win the premiership since 1995. I'm still waiting 25 years. Well, I always say I'm going to win.
You should have learned by now. You should have learned.
We'll talk more about this underarm waxing next week. Okay, guys. Thumbs up. If you know what, if we get over 70 thumbs up for this, we'll put that bet on the board. See you guys. See you.